What's up, mainframers? Welcome back to the channel, and today we're diving into one of the most fundamental skills in Cobol on the MVS 3.8. It's how to read an input file. Think about it. For every payroll run, for every bank statement, for every insurance claim, it all started with one thing: reading a file. If you master this, you're halfway to understanding how the mainframe powered the world for decades. And if you don't have access to a mainframe, that is not a problem. I got a link in the description down below where I show you how to install the Hercules emulator that runs the MVS 3.8, which is an IBM mainframe software. All you have to do is install it and follow along with me and start your mainframe journey today. Now that we got the intros out of the way, let's get this code started. First, we'll kick things off by making a new member based off our Cobol template. Get yourself a copy in the link in the description down below. From the command line, we're doing equal 3.4. Hit enter. Then we go to our dataset, mj.dev release 01. Hit enter. Then we tab over to the bcob and do an edit. Hit enter. Then from the command line, we type S and space, and we're going to call the member mj1auwn. Hit enter. Then we copy over the template. We type copy mj.dev release 01.bcob, and the member name is Cobol 01, and hit enter. Then from the command line, we're going to change the member name. We're going to say change Cobol 01 to mj1auwn. Next, type all and hit enter. Next, let's clean up this code. Let's delete the parts that we do not need. Don't forget to save your work, and now we're ready to start coding. Step 1, we're going to define the file in the environment division, and we're going to use the assign to name to match the logical file name in your JCL. Step 2, describe the file in the data division. Use FD to define the file. Fill people outlines the structure of each data line. Filler reserves unused spaces. For this example, the total record length of the file is 80 characters. We'll use the record length later when allocating the file. Step 3, define working storage variables to hold the file data. Include fields for name and birth date, which is split into year, month, and day. And then we add a filler for unused spaces. The total working storage length must match the file length. So in this example, it's 80 characters. Then we define a variable to act as an end of file indicator. This flag tells us when the file has been fully read. Step 4, procedure division. This is where we run our logic. Start by setting the end of file flag to no. Open the input file by name. Perform the read paragraph until the flag changes to yes. Finally, close the file. Step 5, the read paragraph. We read the input file into working storage. At the end, we set the flag to yes, and it stops reading. But if the flag is not set to yes, we display the data from working storage. And that's it for this program. Next, let's go to the compile job and submit our job. I got a condition code 4, but you can ignore that. You're good to go. Next, let's allocate our input file. So we're going to do an equal 3, followed by option 2, hit enter. Tab down to the dataset name, and we're going to put apostrophe mj.input.file. Then we press the home key and type A to allocate and hit enter. These are the settings for your input file. And right here's where I set the record length so to match with my Cobol program. Then we hit enter to allocate the file. Let's go take a look at the file. So we do an equal 3.4 and we type in mj.input.file and hit enter. Then we tab over and press edit on the input file. And here's the data that we're going to use. The thing to note is that in Cobol, data is stored in fixed positions within a record. This means each field has a specific starting and ending column, and the program expects the data to be exactly in those positions. The data must match fixed field definitions. The name must be exactly 20 characters from column 1 to 20, and the date of birth is exactly 10 characters from column 21 to 30. Next, let's look at our JCL job where we're going to input our input file. Next, we're going to go down, we're going to insert 30 lines, and we're going to include our input file. In JCL, the DD statement must reference the same file name defined in the Cobol Program's input-output section. We specify the file name and set the disposition to share so that other jobs or programs can read the same file at the same time. Next, let's submit this job. Then we do an equal 3.8 to go see the sysout. And there you have it. We successfully read an input file and we displayed it into our sysout. Good job. Don't forget to get yourself a copy of the programs and the jobs from the Mainframe Mojo GitHub. And that's it for this tutorial. If you found this tutorial helpful, then I'd like to ask you to please smash the like and subscribe button down below so you'll be notified for any more future upcoming Cobol tutorials coming your way. And don't forget to drop a comment down below if there are any other Cobol related topics that you would like to see. Until then, I will see you later.